Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Rakakwadash, Barakataham. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who teach and rule well. A hearty shalom to the hopefully elect of Israel, scattered in all four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, 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 shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Shalom, kings. You know, man, this was a beautiful day today, man. You know, I'm gonna share something with y'all today. You know, well today, I woke up early or late around noon. You know, and normally I have my daughter. I go see my daughter. You know, but for some strange reason, well, not strange reason, but my my mom took her for the day. Normally she's with her mother, my daughter, right? So you know, so as my the mother of my daughter was trying to reach her, my trying to reach my mom, you know, or so, I think it was around 3 o'clock or so p.m. She was having some complications, not getting a hold of her. She was calling her, you know, and she, later on in the day, or maybe around 5 or 6, she messaged me and asked me, "Have I spoken to my mom?" You know, so I replied, "No, I haven't spoken to her as yet, right?" And I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collective. I don't really, you know, freak out or whatnot very easily. It takes a lot of things for me to trip out. So to make a long story short, I ended up calling my great grandmother, my grandmother, and I called my aunt to see if my mom to touch base with them today, and they told me she was gonna go see my grandmother, and then they're gonna go for ice cream. My daughter and my grandma. Shalom, King. Shalom, shalom, shalom. You know, but it's gonna be a beautiful ending, King. So let's tune in. It's not gonna be a long lesson. It's just a righteous rant of what happened today, just to bear witness of the power of our Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi. And being in this truth first and foremost. I'm like the only one in this truth, man. In my family, man, it's just me and my children whom I talk to, and I always prophesize the word in this truth. I always talk about this truth, man, and this knowledge, that I have received, by the grace and power of our Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi. You know, so you know, so so I'm cool. I'm relaxed. I'm wondering, time's going by, time's flying by, and I'm looking at the time now. It's getting later and getting later and getting later. Now it's damn near 8 o'clock. So the mother of my daughter asked me to go check on her. Which I was eventually, but I know I was going to be in the Lord's hands. You know, I know everything that happens is in the Lord's hands, man. We have to have that faith and understanding and trust in Him, man. If we really believe, and it shows you a glimpse of who you are and how much faith you have, man. When things happen and situations come up, how do you handle it? What do you do, right? So so then I drive down. I drive down to my mom's house. It takes about a 50-minute commute to get there. So as I pull up there, and my mom, she doesn't take heed of whatever I say about this knowledge and truth, right? She's a true hard-headed Christian, and then no one could break her out of that, that belief that she has, man, you know. So I end up showing up to my mom's house, and she's there. So, and then I'm like, "Mom, you okay?" I was wondering where you were. I called you. I called your mom. I called your sister to see where you are. I didn't know what happened to you. I was concerned, you know. Then she goes to me, you know. Well, actually, the mother of my daughter said, we should come together with some money and find out what's going on. If it's if her phone died or whatever the case may be. But come to find out, her phone died. So her phone died. So I'm like wondering because my mom usually responds within 10 minutes the latest, right? And so we were talking, and then she's like, "Mom," I'm like, "Mom, so your phone's not working?" She goes, "Yeah, my phone bill's not working. I haven't paid it, and her Wi-Fi is not working." So we're all going through these tests and trials right now, man. Like everyone's going through something right now. My mom has no phone now, and she has no Wi-Fi, so she can't call. So I had to make plans ahead of time for tomorrow to pick up my daughter. So to get to the point, I asked my mom, "How much is your phone bill?" My mom tells me her phone bill is $144. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh. And before, when I was little, when I was visiting my mom more and I was there more often, I used to always see 144, 441, 414. And I used to always tell her, you know, you know, and she was like, why you keep on saying that? Why you keep on saying that? And I broke it down to her. So that's the elect, the 144,000. Those are the angels, those are the men that the Lord will be dealing with on the earth, But she wasn't trying to hear me, man. She told me her phone bill was $144. And then she had a big smile on her face after she said that. Because she knows, man. She knows now, man. Because I go to my family first. I went to my family first about this truth, man. Hopefully elect. But that was so epic. That moment when I seen her, that smirk on her face, man. She goes, "My phone bill's $144." And she was stressed because she knows she doesn't have a phone to commute and call, right? And then I purposely say to her, I ask her, "What time do you want me to pick my daughter up for tomorrow?" And she goes, she has to go somewhere for 4 o'clock. So, jokingly, intentionally, I go to her, "Mom, I'll pick you up at 1:40. I'll pick her up at 1:44." And I smile back at her and I walked out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that was a moment right there, man. And as simple as it seems, and as simple as that is, that has showed my mom something right there, man. Because I was always telling her, even before I had this Jeep, I had a RAV4, and my transmission died. We had to commute 4 hours out of town to get it and come back 4 hours back. And I had to buy a transmission. The transmission cost $1,000. I bought that transmission, and our whole way on our commute there and back, we were seeing 144, and we're seeing rainbows in the sky. And my mom was like, "Why? I wonder what rainbows are all about." And I told her, because at that time I was reading the scriptures. I can't remember the precept what it is offhand, but I was reading the scriptures, and I told Mom, that the rainbow is a reminder that the Lord will not flood the earth again. About the nice part of it, then I brought the after part afterwards. I go, "Mom, the Lord is not going to flood the earth ever again." That's a promise when you see the rainbow. But then of course, me, I had to go in all the way. But the second time will be fire, And I always drop subtle messages with her, man. Because she's very what's that word, man? She's a hard shell, like a hard shell to crack, man. You got to be subtle and slick with her when you tell her certain things, man. But it was just mind blowing. The whole scenario today, man. That was mind blowing, man. We got to know the Lord is dealing with us, man. Hopefully we are of the elect, man. This Passover has been an experience, man. I've been maintaining, doing my part, and we all should too, man. We all got to do our part and just study, read. I've been doing a lot of like just relaxing and meditating and thinking about my day. Like yesterday night, I was at work, and I'm saying to myself, because I'm a very hot-blooded person, especially when I'm around arrogant people. It's the Passover, so we're gonna be more cautious, of course, of how we think or whatever. So I'm at work, and this guy was taunting somebody. He was taunting somebody in the club, and he was saying, "Yo, man, don't mess with me. I know martial arts. That's why he's flexing and stretching his arms in the club and whatnot. And everybody else, including the other security guards, are getting like worried. What is this guy gonna do? What is this guy gonna do to this other person that he's taunting and bugging, right? So I'm like, yo, man, the real fighters, they don't tell you what they're gonna do. They don't say out in the open, I know martial arts, I know boxing, and I'm gonna kick your ass. They don't do that. They don't have to do that. They want to be subtle, cool, calm, and collective. You know, if anything, they'll be like, yo, man, I don't want no problems, and they'll walk away. You know, and just to make a long story short, like I have a history of kicking and punching. With the training that I've been going through throughout my years. So I'm saying to myself, this guy's not a fighter. Then on top of all that, I see the guy go outside and he's smoking a cigarette. So I'm saying to myself, this guy's cardio is terrible then, because if you're smoking cigarettes, man, that means you have some serious running issues, man. You can't run for a long time. And to make a long story short, he bumped the guy. So I do security, as most of you know, I'm a bouncer. So the guy bumped the guy in the club. So I have to go back in there and I had to take him out kindly. So as I'm taking him out, I'm putting my chin down, right, and I'm blocking my face. So I have him like this because he's a big guy, and he's about what, I would say about 6'5", way taller than me, So I'm taking him out, I'm walking him out, and I say, go have a nice day, and cool off. So as he's cooling off, and then he's smoking another cigarette, I pass by because I do my rounds around the club. After I'm inside for a couple minutes, and I do a round outside of the club to make sure everything's in order. And the guy, as he's smoking his cigarette and he passes by me, he goes to me, yo, man, you shouldn't have touched me, man. And I'm like, everybody knows how I am in there. I'm like, my bad. I'm sorry, man. Nothing personal. Calm, cool, collective. I walked back into the club. And then after, I think, about a half an hour or so, he spoke to the manager. They resolved the issue with him and the other guy that he was taunting. So he goes back into the club. Slakia. Yeah, he goes into the club and he comes back out. And then we get the call on the radio, fight, 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 fight. So we all the guys, there's three of us, three security guys. So we all come out, we go to the situation and see what's going on. This man is pounding a guy who's about, let's say, 5'9", and I jumped right in, broke up the fight. He came to me. I gave this guy one punch right in the face. No lie, I gave him one shot right in the face, and I think his tooth chipped and it was bleeding from his mouth. I didn't want to go that far, but what happened. So I hit him, and this guy swerved at least 4 times. He got up, went down, got up, went down, got up, went down, at least 4 times. And then that was it. He walked off. And he's like, damn. Then he tried to play it off like he had a whole entourage with him, like he was gonna come back and take care of the business. But that never happened, of course not. But the Lord is working, man. I'm just Slocky Kings. This is a righteous rant. I'm just expressing what happened in the past 2 days, man. But damn, it's something, man. It's something, man. But with that, I'm gonna close. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakak Badash, double honors to the apostles, great millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect. I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Until next time, man, Shalom.